The world is quiet now. The room is cold. You are sitting on the edge of a bed that feels like a stranger's house. The air is heavy with the scent of stagnant air and the bitter taste of yesterday's failures. You look at your hands. They are trembling, not from fear, but from the realization that everything you thought defined you is gone. The job is gone. The girl is gone. The status you spent years polishing like a cheap trophy has shattered into 1,000 jagged pieces. You are at zero. You are at the absolute bottom of the well, and when you look up, the light of the surface seems like a cruel joke. Listen to the silence. It is not empty. It is a judge. It asks you a single question. Who are you when you have nothing left to offer the world? Who are you when the audience has left the theater and the lights have been cut? Most men break here. They crawl into the shadows and wait for the end. They beg for pity. They blame the economy, the gods, or the wind. But you are not most men. You are a man who has finally been stripped of his disguises. This is not your end. This is the moment the metal meets the heat. This is the birth of the modern warrior. You feel the weight of the void. It is a physical pressure against your chest. Every breath feels like a choice. Good. Let it be a choice. You have been living on autopilot for years, drifting on the currents of comfort and social expectations. You were a ghost in your own life, but the pain has woken you up. The frost of this winter has cleared the fog from your eyes. You are standing in the wreckage of your old life, and for the first time, you can see the foundation. The foundation is stone. The foundation is you. Do not look for a hand to pull you up. No one is coming. No ship is over the horizon. No king is riding to your rescue. Your ancestors knew this truth in the marrow of their bones. When the crops failed and the longships were lost to the sea, they did not cry out for mercy. They sharpened their axes. They looked at the frozen earth and they dared it to kill them. You carry that same blood. It has been diluted by sugar, by screens, and by the soft lies of a modern world that wants you weak. But the blood is still there. It is pulsing in your neck. It is demanding to be used. Stand up. Not for the world. Stand up for the man you were meant to be. Feel the floor beneath your feet. It is solid. It is the beginning of your empire. You have nothing. That means you have nothing to lose. You are the most dangerous creature on this earth. A man with a purpose and no distractions. The vanity is gone. The ego has been burned away. All that remains is the will. The internal war has begun. It is not a war against an external enemy. It is a war against the version of you that wants to go back to sleep. There's a voice in your head, a soft, seductive voice that tells you it's okay to quit. It tells you that you've suffered enough. It tells you that you are just a victim of circumstances. That voice is a traitor. It is the rust on the blade. Every time you listen to it, you lose a piece of your soul. You must hunt that voice down. You must find it in the dark corners of your mind, and you must silence it with action. Discipline is the only language the universe respects. It is not a feeling. It is a ritual. It is the hammer striking the anvil. When you wake up and the room is still cold, and your body aches with the memory of your losses, you do not wait for motivation. Motivation is a fair weather friend. It is a ghost that disappears when the storm hits. You need discipline. You need the iron rhythm of the daily grind. You clean the room. You move the weight. You study the craft. You do these things not because you want to, but because you are a man of order in a world of chaos. Think of the steel. Steel is not born strong. It is born as iron ore, dirt, and impurity. To become a blade, it must be thrown into the heart of the fire. It must be melted down until it loses its shape. It must be beaten with a heavy hammer until the bubbles of weakness are crushed out of it. And then, it must be plunged into the ice-cold water. The shock is what gives it the edge. The pain is what gives it the strength. You are in the water now. The world has plunged you into the ice. You can either crack and shatter, or you can harden. Choose to harden. You are forging a new identity. The old man is dead. He was a creature of convenience. He was a man who looked for the easy way out. He was a man who cared what others thought of him. Let him rot. You are building something different now. A modern leader. A man who leads from the front, even if he is only leading himself. A man who understands that power is not something you are given. It is something you take from the fire of your own trials. The storm is howling outside your door. Let it howl. The storm is a filter. It blows away the leaves and the weak branches. It leaves only the oaks. You are the oak. Your roots are going deep now, down past the topsoil of superficiality, down into the bedrock of character. You are learning to find peace in the struggle. You are learning that the struggle is not an obstacle to your life. The struggle is your life. It is the path. It is the way the warrior refines his spirit. Every rep in the gym, every hour of focused work, every meal eaten for fuel rather than pleasure, these are the stones you are laying for your new fortress. Do not look at the top of the mountain. Look at your feet. Take the next step, then the next. The horizon is far away, but it is moving toward you with every heartbeat. You are building a momentum that cannot be stopped. A man who has nothing has a clarity that a rich man can never understand. You see the world for what it is, a battlefield, where the only prize is the honor of having fought well. Recall the spirit of the North, the men who navigated the gray, churning oceans with nothing but the stars and their own courage. They didn't have maps for the unknown. They became the map. They trusted their own hands on the oars. They trusted the man standing to their left and right. But most of all, they trusted the gods of iron and grit. You are navigating your own ocean now. The fog is thick. The waves are high. But you are the captain of this ship. You do not ask the sea for permission to pass. You command the ship to cut through the water. Weak men wait for the right time. They wait for the signs. They wait for someone to give them a green light. Warriors act. They create the time. They are the sign. If the world doesn't give you an opening, you take your blade and you carve one out. You are not a passenger in this life. You are the architect. If you want a legacy, you must build it with your own blood and sweat. There are no shortcuts. There are no hacks. There is only the long, hard road of self-mastery. Honor is not a word you hear much these days. It sounds like a relic of the past. But for you, it is the heartbeat of your existence. Honor is doing the right thing when no one is watching. Honor is keeping the promises you made to yourself in the dark. It is the refusal to compromise your standards, even when it would be easier to slide into the gutter. When you rebuild yourself, you rebuild your honor. You reclaim the right to look at your reflection and see a man you respect. That respect is worth more than gold. It is the currency of the soul. You are part of a lineage. You stand at the end of a long line of survivors. Your ancestors survived plagues, wars, famines, and the crushing weight of history so that you could be here, in this moment, breathing this air. Do not disrespect their struggle by being mediocre. Do not spit on their graves by giving up because things got hard. They are watching you from the halls of eternity. They are waiting to see if the flame they passed down will flicker out in your hands, or if you will turn it into a bonfire. The warrior spirit is not about violence. It is about the refusal to be conquered. It is about the internal war against apathy. It is about the choice to be useful, to be a pillar of strength for those who cannot stand on their own. As you rebuild your body and your mind, you are also rebuilding your capacity to protect and provide. A leader is not a man who sits on a throne. A leader is the man who carries the heaviest load so that others can walk. He is the first one awake and the last one to sleep. He is the shield wall. You are finding your purpose in the pain. Most people run from suffering. You are leaning into it. You are asking the pain what it has to teach you. It is teaching you patience. It is teaching you humility. It is teaching you that you are much stronger than you ever believed. The limits you thought you had were lies told to you by a soft society. You are capable of enduring more than you can imagine. You are a mountain. The winds of fate can scream against your peaks all they want, but you will not move. You are rooted in your own will. Look at the scars you are collecting. Do not hide them. They are your medals. Every failure, every heartbreak, every night of soul-crushing doubt has left a mark. These marks are the proof that you were in the arena. They are the proof that you did not hide in the stands with the critics. The critics are cowards. They judge the man in the dust while their own hands are clean and soft. Their opinions are the buzzing of flies. Ignore them. They do not know the heat of the forge. They do not know the glory of the rebuild. As the weeks turn into months and the months turn into years, you will look back at this moment. You will look back at the cold room and the trembling hands, and you will realize that this was the greatest gift you were ever given. The destruction of your old life was the clearing of the ground. You could not have built this cathedral on that rotten foundation. You needed the fire. You needed the nothingness. From nothing, everything is possible. When you have everything, you are a prisoner of your possessions. When you have nothing, you are free to become anyone. You're becoming a man of weight, not physical weight, but spiritual gravity. People will feel it when you walk into a room. They won't know where it comes from, but they will sense the iron in your soul. They will see it in your eyes. The look of a man who has been to the bottom and walked back out on his own 2 feet. There is a quietness in that kind of strength. You don't need to shout. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. The work speaks for itself. The results are your roar. The morning is coming. The darkness is starting to gray at the edges. You have survived the night. Now you must win the day. This is the code. Never stop, never settle, never complain. The world owes you nothing. You owe yourself everything. You are the master of your fate. You are the captain of your soul. The modern world wants to sedate you. It wants to keep you distracted and weak. Resist. Fight for your focus. Fight for your discipline. Fight for the man you are becoming. Think of the legacy you are writing. Every action you take is a word on the page. What kind of story are you telling? Is it a tragedy of a man who could have been great but chose the couch instead? Or is it an epic of a man who was broken into pieces and used those pieces to build a ladder to the heavens? The pen is in your hand. The ink is your sweat. Write a story that would make your ancestors proud to claim you. Write a story that will give hope to the men who come after you. The ones who will find themselves in their own cold rooms, looking at their own trembling hands. The silence is different now. It is no longer heavy with judgment. It is light with potential. The room is still cold, but you are the fire. You are the heat that will change the atmosphere. You are not waiting for the sun to rise. You are the sun. Your energy, your focus, and your relentless drive are the only things that matter. You have rebuilt yourself from nothing, and because of that, you are indestructible. What was taken can be replaced. What was broken can be mended. But the spirit that was forged in the void, that is eternal. Calm your heart. The battle continues, but you are a veteran now. You know how to take the hits. You know how to breathe through the exhaustion. You have moved beyond the need for applause. You are doing this for the honor of the work itself. You are a modern warrior, a leader of your own life, a man with a heart of iron and a soul of fire. You have returned from the edge. You have rebuilt the wall. You have sharpened the blade. The world will try to break you again. It will send new storms, new winters, and new betrayals. Let them come. You are not the man you were. You are the man who knows how to build. You are the man who knows that even if everything is taken again, you still have the tools within you to rise. You are the architect of your own resurrection. You are the master of the rebuild. Now walk into the light, not with the arrogance of a man who has won, but with the quiet, devastating confidence of a man who has survived. Your journey is not over. It is only the beginning of a higher level. The legacy is being built, 1 second at a time, one decision at a time. The nothingness is gone. In its place stands a man of purpose, a man of honor, a man who refused to die in the dark. This is your life. This is your war. This is your victory. Stay in the struggle. Stay in the heat. Never let the fire go out. You are a warrior of the modern age, and the world is waiting for your next move. Make it count. Build something that will last long after your bones have turned to dust. Build a spirit that is unbreakable. Rebuild yourself from nothing, and you will become everything you were born to be. The silence is yours to fill. The road is yours to walk. The victory is yours to claim.